for the ones that dare to doubt me. Here's to the ones that went there without me. To the friends that once cared about me. Why then are you scared to scout me? Leaf sprouting, I'm eating out, eat kraut, be sour than kids scream and pouting. Rerouting up in the mountain, shout, need to believe in the top 3. Pursue the few that renew me. Shoes be bigger than huge kangaroo's feet. Big news, you lose just to prove me right. We fight and you try to bruise me.
So, about these bars, what sets your rhyme scheme apart from everybody else? I mean, not just because you've been doing this the longest, but why are you different from everybody?
I think it's because of the lived experiences. You know, I've been to like every state in this country, being around the world, and been around the world for a different reason. I've been around the world more so for like academics. So I've been studying around the world. And then also I come from a family that was in the civil rights movement. You know, my mother being a civil rights activist, my uncle being the first field lieutenant appointed by Martin Luther King, Reverend James Orange. So I come from that. To me, I come from that stock. And then as a person who has ventured into other religions before coming back to Christianity, you know, I've seen a lot of things. So I think that my lyrics kind of encompass, like my 2 brothers who came before me, you know, my lyrics encompass my life experience.
What makes you not want to use profanity in your rhymes? I mean, you talk about some heavy stuff. Sometimes you might want to say bleep, bleep, bleep. But what stops you from doing that?
I've always taught my students in particular, I say that a rich person or a wealthy person has a command of words. So if you have an arsenal of words, you have a lot that you can use. The 2 groups that I said with my number 1, Tribe Called Quest and Outkast, they didn't make stupid songs. They didn't make, you know, silly lyrics. You know, like, I mean, their music was great and their lyrics were great. And so to me, that's what I want to do. I want to make music that, like, you can't talk about God, in my opinion, and curse at the same time. I just don't think that you can. Because if you believe in God being righteous and being holy, you can't put Jesus in the same song you put the S word in. You just can't. It doesn't mean that I don't feel like cursing from time to time, because I do, especially when I look at black men and black women getting taken out by cops. You know what I'm saying? I can't be too Christian about that all the time. I'm human. I got feelings. You can't just come to me and say something about forgiveness for not people who got killed in the church. You know what I'm saying? That I'm going to automatically do that. I'm not going to automatically do that. I won't front. I ain't Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I need Jesus. But I want my lyrics to reflect people wanting to learn about Jesus, because I don't react all the time when things happen because Jesus is the head. So I just don't think that I can operate with curse words in my songs and talk about Jesus at the same time. So that's really it. Even though I grew up in a family that cusses, I grew up cussing. You catch me after 5, you'll probably catch a word or 2 if you catch me in the wrong mood.
I believe the Southerners are the best people to use curse words.
Come on.
We string them together well.
Right. You know, and I'm just being honest with you, but because the songs and what we do is going to be captured and it can be forever, then I would rather the best representative of me be out there, and I'm still not fronting the faking.
Immortalizing your rhymes.
Yeah.
So you are a member of Top 3. Mitchell came up with the name. Where do you stand in the hierarchy of Top 3?
Within Top 3, I humbly accept the position of being the old man. You know, appreciate it. You know, it doesn't bother me to be the oldest person, because the oldest person means that you're probably an example. You can be somewhat of a role model. You can also be a support. To me, I believe Mitch is the detonator. Like, he's the explosive. You know, he comes in, he does something, and it's over. You know, you can't touch it. Like, that's it. B, to me, is the spirit in everything that we do, because our music is all about supporting people, being positive, and B does that all the time. It takes all 3 of us to make the good music that we make.
When it comes to like advice for the younger people who may want to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend or anybody who's looking for any type of partner, do you think it's important to have game or just take care of business?
Take care of business. I mean, in disrespect in this saying, especially to women, there was a movie that Chris Rock was in, and I can't remember the name of it right now. But one of my favorite lines, I never forgot, he was like, you can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you won't lose women chasing money. And that's not something that I tell guys all the time because I don't want to objectify women. You know, like women are something to be chased. I mean, I think to be pursued, and that they should be chasing because I think that we should be pursued. I see it as equal opportunity, you know, with that. But I believe that when you handle business, you can articulate yourself more because you can talk about what you do. When you handle your business, you're a lot more at ease when you're interacting with someone because you're not trying to prove anything because you don't have to. The point's already been proven because the mission has already been accomplished. The task has been completed. And so if you walk in confidence of what you do and who you are, then you don't have to have game. No game is game, you know, because what you do stands out more than what you look like. And if anything, if this is going back to that last question, you know, I mean, I receive being handsome. You know, I've worked to be handsome. I keep myself in shape. I've taken care of my body and myself is part of my ministry. It's hard, I think, to represent God and for people to look at you and see you're a representative of God when you're not representing good health and taking care of yourself. They never say nothing in the Bible about Jesus being unhealthy.
So so are you saying health is wealth?
Health is wealth. Yeah. Yeah, I even got a song about it. Like to hear. Matter of fact, all three of us are in it. Mm-hmm. Health is wealth. Sean 205B843. That's right. Mitch is in it too. But yeah, so I think no, I'm all about handling business. And I think that people will respond to you.
Here's to the ones that went there without me. To the friends that once cared about me. Why? Then are you scared to scout me? Least sprouting, I'm eating out, eat kraut, be sour than kids scream and pouting. Rerouting up in the mountain, shout, need a belief in the top.